Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the farm, and I'm doing a short quick update on what's happening with our Hugelkulture raised bed area. The staff have been working so hard to sort out all the small issues that we've been having from growing in the system. One of it is the rat infestation we have here in the farm. So we've been actually building some blocks, and the dogs are with me this morning. It is a rainy week. This whole week is going to be super wet, and the nice thing with it though is our weather has cooled down. We're roughly about in the 20s, and at night it goes down to about 22 degrees, so it's been fairly cold and fairly wet. So one of the good things of having this greenhouse here is that we're able to regulate how much water the plants get, because if they get too much water also they could get root rot and not survive. Here we have our stash of water hyacinths, or the water lilies, and this is up for decomposition. And we got a new shredder here in the farm. So this is the new shredder. Morning, Wilson. So Wilson was saying our new shredder, it's actually just one of them. We have 3 shredders here. The new shredder mixed with manure and the water hyacinth and then the agricultural lime, and then it's all here. So this is the stack of the wood that we're using for the Hugelkulture beds, and it's good because the staff are building a Hugelkulture bed right now, so we can go see what is happening. There's a lot of things being planted now, so it's optimum time for us to go. For the rat control program, we're building this fence. It's just basically a galvanized sheet, and we're putting cement on the base so the rats can't dig under, and hoping that'll be enough to keep most of the rats out. Here we have some beautiful tomatoes that we've been planting, and we've been trying to grow a lot of things that the office needs, and you can see how strong the wind is right now. Little issue with our bud there could be that the soil still needs to sort of stabilize, but lots of tomatoes are growing in this area, and the boys are assembling a bed right now, so we're gonna go down, check that out. Kamusta yung bagong shredder? Better? Ilang pasado na to?
Dalawa, ito yung nasan doon, dalawa din po. Ay, tatlo to, no?
Our drip irrigation system. Right here behind me, we still have a lot of empty grow beds, and the whole reason for the grow bed system is that everything we can't seem to grow in the towers, we want to grow here, and the boys right now are setting up. If you guys haven't seen our episode, Hugelkulture means hill culture in German, and it mimics the forest floor, and right now the boys are packing in the beds. It looks a little higher right now, but it's going to settle in. A lot of the things underneath are the logs actually, and this is going to be set up now. The thing is, you need to let it decompose and settle before you plant. So if your manure is too fresh, it could be too hot. If your other materials aren't decomposed yet, it could be seeping in organic material also. Let's check out what's growing here. Okay, we have some onions. Little eggplant baby right here. Donato was saying that the bell peppers don't grow very well in the system. There's some here, and I think the bed hasn't stabilized yet, because it takes a while for these beds to stabilize because of all the mixture of materials that you put in it. This is the bell pepper, and here we have some decoloration. You can see here from the leaves also, we have some drying. The soil might be too strong in terms of a nutrient, and we're gonna find out right now. Consulting with ChatGPT, seeing if we can figure out what's wrong. So we have to test the soil nutrition. The area still looks very sparse, but here are some beautiful chilies. The chilies have no issues here. These are all the sinigang chili. But this one and the bird's eye chilies, relatively zero issues in the farm. These are our tomatoes. The wind is just knocking down some of these plants, and I'm removing also some of the root rots already, just so that the plant doesn't spend extra time growing these defective crops. One of the things I learned when we started farming is if you have healthy soil that will give your plants a better chance of fighting its own sort of battles in terms of pests, bacteria, and even fungal diseases. So the soil is still fresh in a sense that we need to create sort of a symbiotic balance between the microbiology and the organic components. So I'm just weaving the trellis in and out just to secure this guy. The wind behind me is gusting till about probably 30. Normally I'd be out kiteboarding, but the water and the weather seems so cold that I'm here farming. Okay, there we go. Secure. Hopefully that stays out. The tomato plants get super heavy. Okay. One more guy there in the end that needs to be secured. But check this out. We have some carrots. These are carrots. These guys look like the healthiest ones. These are carrots all the way down here. You can see that little orange tip here. They're more exposed. Look at that. It's our first time to grow carrots. I'm so happy. So happy to see new varieties here in the farm. Yeah. So some tomatoes are resilient. They don't have any of these signs of the bases rotting, unlike these guys where it's starting already, and when it develops it looks like that. When they're babies you can take them out because the plant either way will force to grow them because they contain their offspring, the seed. So we're just going to help the plant sort of like concentrate on the ones that are healthy. All right, let's make our way down to the aquaponics. Right here beside the aquaponics system we have the first grow house, which is actually being shaded by the narrow tree over there, which means we might have to trim the tree considerably, but this is slippery. Hold on. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. It's so beautiful. We've actually installed one of the fans already here, and we're just trying to improve the cooling. So we have a few plants already that have been harvested. We are on our downtime because it is the holiday season, but I can see we have lots of petri. This looks like coriander. Let's find out. Take a pinch. Coriander. Yummy. Love it. Fresh produce. The aquaponics system, I would say, is sort of like maybe 80% successful. We're still solving out a few bugs here and there, but essentially we're able to grow vegetables already here. And you can see our tilapia, our vegan tilapia that actually eat vegetables. It's so peaceful to be here. So apparently this tree here, that big tree behind, causing us issues. I need to discuss with the team in terms of what to do with the foliage surrounding the greenhouse because of the shading that we're getting. Not very optimum if you want to grow vegetables year-round, especially now. There's no sun. All right, dropping by the tower farm and checking on the produce. We're actually downscaling our operation for the holidays because we don't have any delivery for Christmas, so next delivery will be next year already. But it really happens because everyone is also out of town. So the towers look completely utilized except for these ones. These ones looks like it just harvest, but it only goes down till there. We'll walk down later. And the side over here looks nice and green. So a bunch of lettuce growing. I swear we could grow so many more beautiful things and we have so much lettuce. I love looking at the towers. This lighting is just amazing. Oh my god, strawberries! That's it, just 4 strawberries. Nice, look at the strawberries! Oh wow, this one has a few bite marks, but oh my god, that one looks, just looks a little ragged, but I am gonna eat it. I don't care if it's bruised. The cooler season of the month, so strawberries are growing. Oh no, this one's like, oh, that's completely done. Okay, yeah, that's mushy, so no bueno. I feel like I shouldn't eat it just yet. What do you guys think? So we have 4 strawberries here. I have one guy rotting under there, not much. Flowers aren't really taking. Let's spend some time to clean this guy up. All right, let's do a last stop. Something I don't usually drop by to because there's not much to see, but let's go drop by the vermiculture area where we do our vermicomposting and we have all the beds for the vermis. If you guys know anything about composting, worms are so crucial because they are the lifeblood of any good farm. And over here, this is our vermicasting area where we have a ton of worms, African night crawlers to be specific. And I have full episodes on this, but as you can see, I don't drop by here often because not much production. So this is 1 month of vermicasting already, and this whole place doesn't smell actually. So the manure of the worms go to the top and then the worms dig to the bottom, and this used to be chunky and now you can see it's very fine. We do still have some sticks, and there's the worms. Oh, and there's babies. There's actually baby worms, which is a good sign. So these little guys here are the kids, and there's a lot of them. Essential feeds to the worms is the cardboard. So they've saved all the cardboard and they're chipping it down. So all the shipments we have, all the boxes, that goes in to help layer in part of the organic material that they shred. So we always get messaged if people can buy vermicast from us, and technically no, we don't make enough of this stuff, and we wish we did, but we don't have enough for us to commercially sell also. Another integral part of the farm community is our pollinators, and here are our stingless bees. They look fairly active even if it's been raining. I don't want to go super close because even if they don't sting, they like biting. These are the stingless bees, endemic to the Philippines, and they're working today. Stingless bees are situated here beside our Kalamansi orchard, and we're gonna go through the Kalamansi orchard now. Same, taking out the ones that are done. Actually feels still good. So nice to see. Look how big these calamansis are. I don't know if it's because they've been marketed off another citrus fruit like dalandan or orange, but the crops and the fruits are pretty big. It's also been raining. They're growing so fast that they're cracking on their own skin. Very unusual. I haven't seen it happen before. It's only now like this guy, pretty big. Hopefully by next year we're able to bring more crops and more fruits and more vegetables to the market. All right, back here in the Hugelkulture grow bed. If you're getting this is called blossom end rot, where apparently the calcium from the soil isn't going into the plant. And one of the issues that we have is because we have a drip irrigation system. The drip irrigation system only puts 1 dot of water, and 1 dot of water isn't enough for the plant to uptake calcium into its system. So I need to study how to sort of like do a ring drip irrigation or run the drip irrigation lines this way, like zigzag through the bed system. So I'm gonna figure that all out today, and we actually brought down a microscope also so that we can check the bugs on the leaves. It's gonna be super cool because some of the bugs are super microscopic, like hairline like, and we're gonna check all that. So one of the issues also, because the grow beds are at a certain depth only, when the drip irrigation starts, it basically sends the water straight down. Because we have loose soil, it doesn't disperse properly. It just goes straight down and then straight through. So today I need to time how long it takes for the drip to go through the beds, and then after that we're going to figure out how to fix the water lines. The drip irrigation is supposed to automate our system by having the farmers do less work, but if it's not working, then it's not a good system. So I have a feeling like this, it shouldn't be in the corner, so I'm moving it down this way, and ants are raiding. Oh no, come an ant nest. Check this out, guys. Centipedes, millipedes. I don't know what pedes these are, but they're feeding. And I see some vermis. Look at these guys. Oh no, they're all the same millipedes. There's so many of them. So usually I run the bugs through an analysis app and see if they're friend or foe. Okay, so according to Google, the millipedes are decomposers of organic material, which is leaf mulch, sticks, firewood. They do not tend to eat live plants, have not been known to eat garden pests. So basically they're decomposers and we don't want to get rid of them. Thank you so much for your service. Here's a decomposing tomato for you. Part of the ecosystem and have to definitely care for them also. Got it. Okay, I already see the problem with our system. The drip irrigation lines are so far from the plants. Let's move down to a grow bed right here. So for example, Glenn is actually arranging it now. The line in the middle has absolutely no bearing unless we had plants in the middle. So right now the lines need to be moved to the side of the plant like so. So we need to have like little barbecue sticks to hold the drip lines, and we're going to see if that's going to work. We also need a timer for the system so we don't have water pressure. I think that's going to help us eradicate a little of the problem. So apparently our rainwater collection is only looks like 1/3 capacity, so we have a leak somewhere in the liner. So hopefully in summer we can fix this. Such a waste. Anyway, the drip irrigation is on. We're now observing it. So the rainwater we're collecting from down there is what we're using to actually do the drip irrigation for the lines. So from here, the lines need to be moved to the crown of the root, like so. Brief the team. It's a basic adjustment which will help us considerably with our watering calcium deficiencies, but probably need a peg. Or there's another attachment which looks like that, but that looks like it needs high water pressure. Okay, so we're using some bamboo sticks to help hold the drip irrigation lines together. I found a sort of sprinkler mister type system that we're going to try to order, and hopefully that's going to help solve the blossom and rot. And I wish I knew this sooner so I could have acted on it, but the problem with farming, sometimes the staff don't update me because they think they know what they're doing. But with technology and the internet and researching, I'm able to troubleshoot and diagnose things much faster. And hope you guys enjoyed this short farming episode. And it is raining again. So crazy. But these guys look super healthy because they're getting natural rain. But cheers to a 2025 growing season to all you farmers. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next year.